Guess what? We have merch now, BBs. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the link in the description. Just basically made stuff that I myself want to wear. So if you like it, let's all sport our Ragebone pride together. Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we're catching up with Amberlynn in her most recent live stream, where apparently she has a new cat. So just what she needed, right? Am I right? A big thank you to Apathetic faxX, as this is their video, so I'll have the information to their channel in my description. If you do wish to support my channel, please consider subscribing. We also have merch now, BBs, and we have memberships, so we would love to have you join us in the Skeleton Society. All right, let's see what we're in for today, shall we?
Have Stream Queens for 9.99, which is where a lot of you are at right now. But now we have a Stream Queens mini. So anyone who is doing the 9.99 one, you can cancel that and join the 4.99.
Because there's no
So you could
difference.
be part of Stream Queens mini. So you're getting half off. Um, there's now gifted memberships. But the thing is, I'm live streaming from my phone. I can't give away free gifted memberships, and I had no idea. So I'm going to pay to gift people right now, which I can do from my desktop. So I'm going to pay. Oh, wait, I can't do it free. I was lied to on Google. See, this is why when you Google stuff, sometimes the information is wrong. So I'm going to be sending. Oh my God, I thought I was going to have to pay. I was totally ready to do that. Okay. So this is going to be for Stream Queens Mini, which means you guys can speak to me.
What
Because
a
I've decided
generous
I'm actually
queen.
not even gonna because at the end of my live streams, I've been going public for a few minutes, and I'm just like not gonna do that. It's just gonna stick to the membership thing. My last live stream was bad. It was so bad. As you guys know, at the time, I increased my Zoloft dosage. I went from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams, and I did that for 4 days. I felt miserable. I'm telling you, the side effects I was having, I wasn't okay with. So I contacted
That she wasn't aware were side effects and still until someone in her chat said something about Zoloft flu. Oh, okay.
my doctor, and I went down to 50 milligrams again, and I feel so much better. So we're back. We're already on like day 2 of being back to my 50 milligrams. And already my mental health feels better. I don't feel tired anymore. I was having the craziest symptoms. Like my
If her mental health felt better, why did they increase it to begin with instead of just staying at 50 milligram? That makes absolutely no sense to me, but then again, she lies about everything, so nothing tends to make sense when you do that.
face was feeling like just so hot and so flushed. I was tired. I was crying again. And I understand that like these side effects like could go away or whatever, but I just like didn't even want to deal with it because like 50 milligrams was working for me. So have you seen this stuff about Narcolepsy? So I have. I have screenshotted like a lot of the messages I've received on Instagram, and my choosy dosage, what? And my jaw is genuinely on the floor. I have had so many people apologize to me. No matter what you do to me, if you apologize to me, I'm gonna accept your apology. I've had a lot of people that are like, you know what, girl, like, I'm sorry for following Narcoler, believing anything that she has said. It's very clear that Narcoler is the one that's a narcissist. Like, these people were telling me, like, "You're a normal human," but the things that people have recently discovered about Narcoler has, like, genuinely left my jaw on the floor. So the whole sympathy bone thing, like, I remember that so well. So I was dressed up.
I'll give you a quick synopsis based on what the hell she's about to say. Narkler was a channel that covered her that actually had great content. Really enjoyed their stuff. I don't know what they're talking about as far as what's come out about this person, but apparently this reactor, this content creator had a medical emergency. I believe it was a heart attack. And when Amberlynn found out about that, she basically said, well, I can't find my sympathy bone. Or excuse me, I can't find it, blah blah blah. Something to that nature. Um Now, as a few of you may know, because I mentioned it in one of my last videos when this was brought up, That whole thing is actually where my channel name came from. So, I can't find my sympathy bone for Amber. I have my rage bone for her. So, um, let's see how she's about to tell the story though.
Up as a Monsters Inc. character. I was live streaming, and someone said that the narc alert had a heart attack. And I was high in this live stream, might I add. I remember I was feeling very overwhelmed that live stream.
Because
And I
these are all
remember feeling
excuses.
like I
Oh,
was in my
okay.
era where I genuinely hated reaction channels. Amberlynn always comes out on top, Leslie. No, I don't, but thank you. I knew a lot about Narc Alert, like the horrible things that she would say about me and such, and like I really disliked her. And so when someone was like, the Narc Alert, had a heart attack, like my brain was not there fully for a monstrous of reasons. I became a monster. I literally said, I lost my sympathy bone. And it became like a meme, if you will. Like literally that's not me as a person.
Yeah, because it showcased what a shitty person you are. And she's going to say, "That's not me as a person." No. In those moments, people show exactly who they are as a person, and you showed yourself. So don't try to walk it back now.
Because I remember I looked over at my girlfriend at the time, and even she was shocked that I said that because that's not something I would ever say to someone, especially when it comes to something like that. I think I even shocked myself, to be honest. So I did end up apologizing publicly. Just based on the messages I have received on Instagram, a lot of people have been like, you know what, the narc alert has like constantly brought up the fact that like you made fun of her because she had a heart attack. Da, da, da. She never had a heart attack. It was something that she lied about, and she kept up the lie. And a lot of people have messaged me saying like she kept up the lie just to like make it seem like you're some awful person when really in fact like the narc alert is the one.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how anybody would know whether or not this person's medical information was true unless they literally came out and said, "Hey, I lied about this." But at the time when you made those comments, you thought she had had a heart attack. So whether or not she lied about it doesn't negate the fact that you showed your ass when you did that. So again, I have no idea if Narcler had a heart attack, didn't have a heart attack, if things have come out where they're, the worst person alive, I don't know. But the information that Amber had at the time was that this reactor that she didn't like had a serious medical event, and that's how she chose to react on a live stream about it. So,
Who's like awful or whatever. And something about like the narc alert is like abusive, like throwing things at people and like screaming and like getting really pissed off when she doesn't get her way. Just like
oh my god, it sounds exactly like you, Amber. All the things that have been said about you. Hmm. Hmm. Funny how that works, isn't it?
crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And my jaw is just genuinely on the floor.
So basically, the TLDR is, Narc has allegedly been quite the bully to her mods, just being straight up mean and rude to even the nicest of them. Well, there's been an inevitable fallout between Narc and her mods and the people in her Discord. And now her mods are coming out, claiming she faked her heart attack. This is a message from one of them sent to Amber. It says, "Hello, you don't know me, but I'm a recent ex-Narc member. Last night all of her mods and paying members abandoned her Discord. As it turns out she is a truly toxic person. It's been learned from her mods that she never had a heart attack. It was a false reading and she's been going on about that sympathy bone comment for years." Amber replies, "She seems like a narcissist herself. She's a sad human."
Okay. Obviously, I have no idea whether this person is telling the truth or not, but the fact that Amber is going to take this random ass message as gospel, um, yeah, I don't know that I would take that as fact, but this is Amber we're talking about.
And that's why I named this sympathy bone because I have received so many messages on Instagram, almost like just back to back to back of people just like apologizing to me. And I think what it is about reaction channels is it's like, cool, okay, react to me, that's fine. But I think it's like the spreading of the lies and like calling me a narcissist when I'm like not.
So basically, as long as you're kissing her ass, she's fine with you. She's fine with a reactor as long as they are portraying her the way she wants to be seen. But I'm sorry, that's not how this works. When you put your content out, when you put yourself out there in your life, you have now opened yourself up to the court of public opinion, as we like to say. And just like with anything, like art, it's subjective and it's open for interpretation based on other people's opinions and views and life experience. So, in my life experience, where I have actually encountered on a professional level a lot of abusive and toxic people, I would say without a doubt, she is a narcissist. She is a serial abuser. She is emotionally stunted from her childhood trauma. And she's a walking disaster area. And I think anybody who would put themselves in her path as far as being in her life, interacting with her directly, you're just asking for trouble. This is a person that should basically be put on an island by themselves so that they can no longer affect negatively any living creature around them. And that's the nicest possible way I can think to put it.
For like the longest, not gonna lie. I just share a lot of BPD symptoms because BPD and narcissism, they do have a lot of like similar symptoms. They do. Two things can be true at once. She lied and you're rude. Yeah, I was rude when I said that. Thank you for the super chat. When you get online, do you have an attitude? Why is that? Oh, I don't have an attitude, love. But thank you for the super chat. Why would you allow gifted members when you know a majority of your audience doesn't like you? Abby, oh my gosh. I think a large amount of my audience does like me. They're just afraid to like speak up about it. So people have been asking about
That's right. Everyone actually secretly loves her, and we're all just afraid to show it. I swear these are the lies she tells herself just to sleep at night. I swear.
if I want to be uploading again. So my thing has been like not uploading at all. Like I've needed a break for real, for real. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing Sunday 8:30 live streams as per usual. Then
Just shut up. She never sticks to the schedule that she puts in place, so just shut up. I'm cutting this part out. But yeah, she needed such a break from her busy life of doing nothing all day, every day. We know.
Tuesday, thinking about it. They're just jealous of the queen of girl world. Oh my god, who's that? Who is Narc and what does she do? April, oh my gosh, thank you for the super chat. Narc is a reaction channel and she people found out she's awful. Do you think we will ever get stream queens emojis? See, I don't know how that works. Can you please interact with me?
It's really not that hard. As someone who literally had no idea about anything with YouTube, and I've had a channel for what, 3 or 4 months, it really wasn't that difficult to look into it and figure it out. This person has nothing but time and has been on YouTube for 10 years, and she doesn't know how to do it. Okay. Okay.
You have said nothing to anything to me tonight. This is lame. Steve, you are always wanting me to speak to you. Like so like you're so like obsessive about it. What is happening? Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. There's a lot of people talking at once. I try my very best. Narc claimed you wished on a live on her, by the way. Another one of her lies. Oh my god, Freya, thank you for the super chat. And that is crazy. I would never in a million years wish that on anybody. I love oh my god, you guys. You will never believe what happened last night. So we went to glow in the dark bingo and and I did my makeup. It was so pretty. I doodled all on my mom, like her whole hand and her arm. It was so cool. They took pictures of me at bingo because I loved it. I was wearing these like LED light like cat ears. It was so fun. And one of the bingos there. Oh my god, I also have to tell you about this guy who asked for my number. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. It was right. Oh, okay. Okay, there's a lot. Hold on.
Wow. So basically, you were writing on your mom like a small child would do. Right, right. Okay. So we'll just chalk that one up. If her makeup was so pretty, I can't believe she didn't post it. for one. And for two, we've already discussed this, but Amberlynn is still impressed by male attention. And the quality men that I'm sure are approaching her, like in the casino, and that would be at the bingo, I'm sure are just really something to brag about. So,
Yeah, it was super awesome. I wonder if they posted the pictures of me on their Facebook yet. I don't know. I won out of everybody there. I could not even believe it. So I won. So the thing is, it was going to be 2,500, but it was me and another person who won, so we had to split it. My jaw was genuinely on the floor. I could not believe it. Oh, it was so cool. And like when you win that big amount of money, like people like clap for you. It was so cute. About the guy. So me and my mom, we get there.
yes, because I don't know anybody that deserves to win more than Amber, because we know she probably needs to buy some Legos and some takeout. So I'm glad to know that money will be used for a good cause.
Like a few hours early because we have to write down all our numbers. We have to organize our sheets, and we like spending time together, like sitting there talking. Like the vibe is so chef's kiss, right? So we're just sitting there, and this woman comes up to me with a pen and a piece of paper. And my brain was thinking this probably a subscriber. So that's usually like what happens. They want like an autograph or me to write something for someone that they love, like whatever it may be, right? So the lady goes, "My brother over there," and she like points, so like I naturally like turn around, and he's like, "Hey," and he does like a rock on sign. I thought maybe he was a subscriber. She goes, "He wants your number. He thinks you're really cute." And I was like,
First of all, her acting like she's approached all the time for a frickin' autograph. Give me a damn break. So believable. Second of all, the man sent his sister over to talk to you. There's so many things that I wish I could say right now about that would probably get my channel deleted because they're probably insensitive. But sounds like a great guy. I'll tell you a little story just because she's annoying and I hate her. When I was around 19, I had a waitressing job. And one of my tables one time was what I presumed to be a couple. They were probably around my age, kind of nerdy looking, but pretty normal. And as through the course of the dinner, we're just being friendly, whatever. At one point, the girl speaks up and says, "He thinks you're really hot. Can he have your number?" And he wants your number. So a similar scenario here where the girl is speaking up for the man. And for one, I was just kind of taken aback, like, what? Like, okay. And my initial response was, oh, I assumed you two were a couple. And her response was, he's still not speaking up, by the way, just kind of sitting there looking awkward. Her response was, oh, well, we used to be. We're exes. And I was just like, if the earth could have opened up and swallowed me, I would have gladly let it at that point. But needless to say, I tried to bow out gracefully. But those circumstances, it's just the ick, you know? You don't even have the balls to speak to me yourself. Like, okay, cool. You're sending your mommy for you? Need your mommy to talk for you? So, of course, Amber's like, this guy tried to get my number because I'm so hot. Wow, we're all really impressed by the men that you're attracting.
"My number for what? Like what number?" Like I don't know why, but like it wasn't computing that like he was asking for my number. You know what I'm saying? My number for what? What do you mean my number? Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. I had to explain like, like I'm not interested, because like I'm a lesbian. But yeah, it was super sweet. And she goes, "So what's your name?" And I was like, "Amberlynn." And she goes, "Okay, I'll tell him." And I don't know, the whole thing was just like super sweet. And I was like, wow, that was really nice. Because I guess he saw me when I
Of course, she sees no problem in the sister coming over to speak for him. Okay. Okay. Uh, Her standards are through the roof, aren't they?
walked in because I actually had to pass them to go get all my little like bingo sheets. It was a vibe. You want your A1C? What? M- My friend died of
Your
obesity two
A1C
weeks ago.
number.
Treat your body well. I'm so sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. Will you do a full body reveal? Um, thank you for the super chat. Like, do you want me to stand
How about a weigh-in? Like you were doing a full body view weigh-in, but we got what, like one of those? Okay, cool.
up right now? Ugh.
She's like, okay, where on the
Okay.
floor is there not potty
Okay.
pads?
So there's boxes right there that I'm meaning to give my mom. But yeah, these boxes are just boxes I'm giving my mom.
Oh, she's actually gonna do it? Wow.
Hold on a second here. Is this real light for now? Okay. This is me, folks. I have like my butt. I hate it. I hate it. There we go.
Those legs. Those legs. Every time I see her legs, it still shocks me. And yeah, your butt's really what I would be worried about. And it only looks like that from obvious reasons, but from sitting constantly as well.
Are you happy? Did you get your way?
I'm actually
Oh my
shocked that
god.
she actually did
They
it.
were trolling me? I don't care. Full body reveal. So quick to show her body. I usually don't. My first and only meal I've had today, I had Korean corn dogs for the first time from my remembrance. Oh my god.
My first and only meal, which was probably 4,000 calories.
Did you guys hear about Hulk Hogan? As a little girl, okay, so my parents would watch wrestling, right? So as a little girl, like I don't know why, but I took on a liking to Hulk Hogan a lot. And I actually have a video clip of me. It's very grainy, very, very grainy. And I'm a little girl, like toddler, where you hear my mom in the background say, Amberlynn, do the Hulk Hogan. And I do the Hulk Hogan, and you hear my dad laugh. I will have to literally show it to you guys. It's very, very heartbreaking, TBH. Because I really did like him as a little girl. It's really weird. Please.
Yeah, well, he was a shitty person, so yeah. Again, I don't know if it's willful ignorance or what, but yeah, him keeling off really wasn't the worst thing that could have happened to the world, you know?
Is another lie.
Now, how about the Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan? Where's that one? Amberlynn! Look at that one, do Hulk Hogan!
Of course, Amber's gonna take, though, the fact that this video exists, that she was this huge Hogan fan. You were 2 years old, and this was probably something that people asked you to do often, so that was probably the extent of her fandom. Let's be so for real.
And then I get all shy. Did you hear that all of the narc alerts
And seeing videos and footage of her as a small child, it really does make me sad. Because that was back when Amber truly was innocent. And I've said this before, but I really do feel terrible that she had the childhood that she did, because no child deserves that. But where my sympathy stops is the fact that she's now a full-grown adult that uses those things as reasonings and excuses for her terrible behaviors and treatment of others. So instead of changing the cycle, she has continued the cycle of abuse.
mods left, and then she deleted her Discord. I did. She's not as perfect as she was making herself out to be. You're not as perfect as you make yourself out to be either. Oh my god, I never act like I'm perfect. I am the most flawed person here, I'm sure. I am so flawed, and
I guess that's why you're so smug with an attitude about everything. Yeah, because you just know all your flaws.
I have spent, what, 12 years on YouTube showing those flaws? I think you should charge more, to be honest. You always put a smile on my face. See, there is the real Amber couldn't help making a catty comment about Narc Alert. You didn't learn a thing. So, I don't like the Narc Alert. I
True.
mean, that's a given. The Narc Alert has spent plenty of time making catty comments. Probably, I want to say most reaction channels make catty comments at least every minute while reacting to me. So, yeah, I'm going to say a few. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you like yourself? There's things that I like about myself. There's things that I dislike about myself. There's things that I love about myself. And there's things that I hate about myself. So, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. I have to go to the vet tomorrow. So, that's what I'm doing. I have to go to the vet, and then I have to call and make another appointment for something. Do one thing right, hire a regular doggy walker. Oh, I take Twinkie out myself. If $10 was too much to join before, which I totally understand, like that's a crazy amount. You can obviously stay there, or you can move to the Stream Queens Mini, which is $4.99. I have not canceled the regular Stream Queens because some people have told me they want to stay on there just to support me, and I appreciate that so much. So the difference is literally just price. And like, I watch a lot of YouTubers who have like crazy ones. Like, there's some YouTubers that have like 100 a month. I would never in a million years. We're just gonna stick to the $9.99 and the $4.99.
Because people wouldn't pay it. Of course, you would never do that because who the hell would pay this creature $100 a month? For what? This?
99. Never any higher, never any lower. So, oh, Crazy Fangs is gonna stay at 10. Thank you. No, hun, you cannot move to Stream Queens Mini if you're already subscribed to the higher tier. You'd have to cancel and then move and rejoin. So yeah, you can. Thank you for making an option for me to afford. College ain't cheap. Oh my god, college is so expensive. I totally get it. I remember when I was in college, one of the books was like $400. I was like, this has to be a joke. It was like 3 something. And I like rounded it up to 4. My jaw was on the floor. Like genuinely. But since then, this college has been in some like, I go to college. Did I? Oh my god. I hate how she acts. Like she's so oblivious. Alina, if you don't like how I act, honey, I really don't think you should spend this hour with me. Are you not posting because you have a girlfriend there? Thank you so much for the super chat. And maybe no, I'm joking. I literally do not have a girlfriend here. No.
Oh, you don't have a girlfriend? Just like you said you didn't get a new cat yet we can see him right here?
Do you have a girlfriend? So, like I said, I don't, but I'm not talking about my love.
Well, that was
Said
the
you didn't get a
kitten.
new cat yet we can see him right here?
This poor little thing. The fact that she had to get another animal to neglect, is unbelievable to me. Like, why? What is even the point? Just stick with the animals that you have that you can probably barely take care of. Reminds me of the story that Beck told us when they first met, and Amber was left to her own devices. This was after Destiny moved out, so it was up to Amber to take care of the house, take care of the pets, and that whole room upstairs was filled with cat feces. All over the bed, all over the floor. I believe Beck said the litter box was just overflowing. Sounds like Amber needs another pet. That is, I guess, what I'm getting at. And for all non-cat owners, the recommended amount of litter boxes is 1 litter box per cat plus 1. You think Amber's cleaning 3 litter boxes on a daily basis? I don't think so. So, great. Another animal to live in squalor.
Do you have a girlfriend? So, like I said, I don't, but I'm not talking about I love life anymore, cornbread. She literally responds to everyone. She's literally going as fast as she can go. I know, for real. And I remember, like, I was trying so hard to keep up one time. It was literally just like 2 weeks ago, and people were like, "Oh my god, you're manic." It's just hard. It's just really genuinely hard. If I took the time to like respond to every single comment, I genuinely, it just would not. It would not flow. So I try the best that I can, and I'm sorry. Are your hands itchy again? No, they're not itchy again. It's just
Jeez.
Wasabi was
Those
playing. Me and
wrists.
Wasabi like to play. And so I have a couple scratches. You know how cats are when they're like on their back and they're like playing like that. And I'm allergic to cats.
Well, thank God you got another one. What an effing idiot. I can't stand her. All right, well, we made it through another one. Again, a big thank you to Apathetic faxX for the use of their video. Thank you all so much for your support of my teeny tiny channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.